Wallace made it so popular that we should celebrate someone at their demise, But at the end of the day, I have always been at the forefront to advocate for people, giving flowers when we are still alive. And I think Raila Odinga, stood out to be an enigma, and he was such a great character in Kenya that we were able to see the great contribution that he made. And we can say literally that, the man who was standing at the gate for democracy towards Kenyan's politics has fallen. The hero has fallen. And I think the best is yet to come, because at any given time when a hero falls down, there will always be another who will rise up. But of course, we have been able to see how he's been, detained and, went through a lot of, apart from detention, torture and all of that. But he was so, determined to achieve the prize. At one point, he said, "I'm seeing the land, but the promised land, but I'm not gonna get there." At the end of the day, we are all gonna perish. We are all gonna die. But even what is more important is, what are we leaving behind? Can we be celebrated like, Raila Odinga Amolo has been celebrated, or is still going to be celebrated? Because that is a legacy that you want to leave behind. And at the end of the day, we should remember that it's not going to be the cars or the houses or the planes that we flew in, but rather what contribution have we made towards humanity. Coming down to Uganda, you see the contribution that Dr. Kizza Besigye has made. And all of us Ugandans who are right here, we should realize that standing up for him or praying for him or doing anything to see to it that he is free and is safe before this election comes through, because they are keeping him there just because they want the election to pass and then he can be released, So that contribution is the one which will be celebrated. You giving your entire life, giving away your family time just to see that democracy come in place. Everybody has a contribution to make towards seeing that better Uganda. And all of us have got to see and work towards that, the goal, the dream. So the Ugandan dream has to be, it should come through, but it will be your contribution and mine. At the end of the day, what have we done to achieve that Ugandan dream? The Ugandan dream is very clear. There should be freedom, that people can speak their mind, they can be able to wear anything that they would want to wear, and then they are not arrested, they are not detained, they are not abducted, and people have to be free. People have to go to the best education places and all of that. They have to go and study in the best institutions, and they should be able to go and get the good healthcare, good medical healthcare system that is working for everybody, and they should go and get the justice that they deserve. It's not just being there as a government to favor a few individuals, no. And there are few people who, of course, who are working for this government. Of course, those and all of them, they will support the government, even as big and educated as they can be. But you can look at fools trying to, to legitimize the government which is in place. So at the end of the day, we all have a contribution to make. And what is your contribution towards that better Uganda? That's the big question that we need to all answer. While Dr. Kizza Besigye continues to languish in detention, or is there without trials, and okay, even if the trial is there, but they keep adjusting it here and there, with all of that close to a year, coming to a year now, we are all watching, and we have not done a thing. What have we contributed towards seeing a better Uganda? And we may not be all able to speak, but what have we done to achieve that better Uganda? Standing up for each other, being there as your brother's keeper. I see a lot of people still struggling to support, and they have lost popularity long time ago. And this is the time now that you have got to put your eyes straight and know that there is a transition which is coming. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it will happen. whether it will find you alive or it will find you not alive, but the transition is about the corner. Age does not lie. Whether you can lie about the numbers, yeah, but you know, President Museveni is old. And all of them who are supporting them, of course they have to butter their bread. Even if it was you, yeah, like you would definitely want to support. But at any cost, we should not be able to, you know, try to give up, try to fight for that position to a place where we are not caring about humanity. We need to care for each other. We need to look after each other. We need to be each other's keeper, that we do not want to do evil to them. Power, money, all will vanish. Even the big family that you watch that now, the President Museveni's family, and all of them, they will all vanish like in thin air. All of us, we will die. All of us, we will die. But at the end of the day, what it is I've seen big families, I've seen big people who have lived and they have all perished. What about me? What about you? All of us were going to die. But even what is more important is you and I dying knowing that we did the best for our country. Because at the end of the day, Uganda is bigger than all of us. We will all die and leave Uganda there. So no matter what people are doing now, just know that there is a better Uganda coming ahead of us, but it will be your contribution and mine, and you cannot do everything. Life is like a relay race. The little thing that you do is going to be able to count. That we will see a better Uganda, a more loving Uganda, that the East, the West, the Central people, the Northern people will all live together happily, and we will see the joy through each other's high, and we can be able to celebrate each other who is winning, and we can all together be one. That one Uganda, one people. Let us see Dr. Kizza Besigye through the justice which he deserves.